Well, for this personal vlog, I'm calling this one Australian Labor Day. Personal vlog number 31 here. This was just one of those topics I just kind of decided, out of a spite here, it would be something, maybe fun and speculative to talk about here, but it's appropriate that I'm wearing my Stampeders Outlaw jersey because right here in Calgary here, we have the Labor Day Classic here, and usually we wear our black jerseys there on Labor Day, which happens on the first Sunday in September there. But when I was going through the calendar as we entered March here in 2019, we know that in the southern hemisphere it's summer down there when it's winter up here where I am, and then vice versa. When it's summer up here, it's winter down there. So naturally, I noticed that Australian had their Labor Day on the first Monday of March, which is exactly 6 months apart from March and September there. So that got me thinking, wouldn't it be somewhat of a parallel universe in a way if all the things that I experienced with Labor Day up here in September, does that happen in Australia in March? I mean, this is just my personal speculation and having a little fun here, but generally what we signify Labor Day up here is the end of summer. Especially climate-wise. Australia seems to actually the last several years have had much hotter summers than you get in the States and then in Canada there. But also, Labor Day celebrates, working people. But, it's a parallel universe. All the things I associate with Labor Days, that summer's over, you got the big football game, McMahon against the Edmonton Eskimos, and as it's definitely been the case the last several years, it usually means it's the day when the Stampeders win. You get a playoff atmosphere here, but then after the excitement of the Labor Day Classic here, you kind of get the letdown of school is back. And then I kind of make fun of this on my Facebook news feed, but it definitely has become more apparent as many of my friends and classmates in the past there, some of them have gone on to get married and have kids. This guy, I'm fine with being single there, but then I always think, is it the first day of school? Because suddenly my news feed is clobbered with people taking pictures of their first day of school here. It's definitely some at times there. I know that when I was growing up, I know my parents took pictures of me all dressed up, all spiffy for my first day of school there, but social media did not exist back then, where, mom and dad took a picture of me and posted on social media. It was take a picture of me and then wait until, film got redeveloped and take to a Photoshop. That's what we used to do there, especially you kids who don't know that. Where now we live in a society of age of digital, disposable media. It's kind of ironic that actually we're taking more pictures than ever before, yet Kodak is out of business because that was the big company that actually made photos. Now you can print your own photos if you so decide to choose and put on the single glossy paper there. Anyway, getting back to my personal vlog there, this happens to me here in Canada, in Calgary, Alberta, that, you got the Labor Day Classic, school going back in, the weather gets cooler, first day of school, and also what might wipe out the first day of school there is that if you're in Canada, it usually also signifies the beginning of hockey season, NHL training camps, and, that fall's around the corner, and then, you got the National Football League that starts on Labor Day. But I wonder if that happens in Australia, too. Does that signify, school starting again, summer ending? Heck, would it be neat if they had their own hockey league, and that means training camp starts there? Does that mean that they have their big championship, in December? As here in North America, the Stanley Cup gets awarded in June there. And then the fact that, is there any sports Labor Day Classics that you count on every year in Australia that we can always count on up here in Canada? You got the Stampeders and Eskimos, that's a game I always go to. But then, you always got the Sunday game with Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Saskatchewan Rough Riders, and out in Ontario there you got the Toronto Argonauts, Hamilton Tigercats. So you can always count on that every year. I mean, does that happen in Australia on Labor Day? Is there any traditions that that they do down there that's similar to what we do up here on Labor Day? And do people in Australia got to deal with their news feeds being flooded with first day of school pictures because their kids are going back to school and things worked out that you're still single, but me personally, I'm still fine with being single, no kids, not married. I'm too busy to go find someone anyway, but it is what it is. But this is just my personal speculation, a little fun first personal blog here. Is it somewhat a parallel universe that is there same Labor Day traditions that you count on in Australia that I do up here where I am every September? But it's in September for me, March for them down there, because it's exactly the 6-month mark. So anyway, if you enjoy everything I do on my YouTube channel, so make sure you hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.